Do you want to become a very lucky person? Do you want to experience amazing positive synchronicities happening to you all the time? Amazing positive things and good luck happening in your life over and over and over, day in and day out, every single day for the rest of your life? Then keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly how to activate the lucky girl syndrome in your reality. And by the way, even though it's called the lucky girl syndrome, this is gender neutral. You can do it no matter what you identify as. What's up, superheroes? Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi. I'm Scarlett Grace, I'm a manifestation coach, and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. In this video, we're going to talk about something that has gone viral lately, which is the lucky girl syndrome. I'm going to explain to you what the lucky girl syndrome is and exactly how to activate it in your reality very, very easily. This starts working immediately, and it will keep getting better and better the more you use it, the more you activate it. It's actually insanely easy to activate the lucky girl syndrome in your reality. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact steps to use to activate it today. But before we jump into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any video that could change your life. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person. And if you need some extra help or my personal advice for your situation, coaching is now open. You can find the links for all of those things in the description below. So what is the lucky girl syndrome? The lucky girl syndrome is when you believe that you're the luckiest person alive. You're the luckiest person in the world. Now, when you believe this and when you keep saying this to yourself, reality will reflect that back to you. You will become an incredibly lucky person. Your life will be filled with positive synchronicities and easy manifestations. And the reason this works like that is because of the law of assumption. Whatever you assume about yourself and about your reality will always be reflected back to you. So if you choose to believe and if you choose to assume that you are a very lucky person and things always work out for you, this is what is going to happen in your reality. You will be luckier and luckier the more you say this. You will be luckier and luckier the more you believe that you're a very lucky person. And it doesn't matter what kind of luck you've had up until now. So maybe up until now, you believe that you're not a lucky person. Maybe you're the kind of person that others think isn't lucky. That doesn't really matter. Because if up until now you haven't felt like a very lucky person, or if the people around you, your friends and your family, think that you're not a lucky person, you're somebody who always experiences bad luck, if this is your reality right now, that's only because of your assumptions. Maybe you heard things during your childhood about how your family is never lucky or something like that, and you develop the assumption that you're not a lucky person. And when you develop an assumption, reality reflects that back to you, and you experience things that make you feel that you're not a lucky person. But it doesn't actually matter what has been happening up until now. Right now, you can choose to change your assumptions about yourself and about your reality, and your reality will automatically change. This is how it works. So don't be worried if you don't feel like a lucky person right now. Today, we're going to change that, and the more you use those steps from this video, the luckier you're going to become. Are you ready to find out how to activate the lucky girl syndrome in your reality? Let's do it. The first step to activating the lucky girl syndrome in your reality is this. Every single morning when you wake up, first thing in the morning, this is what I want you to say to yourself. I'm the luckiest person ever. Reality is rigged in my favor. Everything always works out for me. Everything is always happening for me. Those 4 affirmations is what I want you to tell yourself first thing in the morning. And if they feel good and if you want to keep repeating them, you can keep repeating them. But I want you to say those affirmations every single morning when you wake up, because this primes your brain to create that kind of day for you. A day that reflects to you that you're a very lucky person, that everything always works out in your favor, that all things are happening for you, and that reality is rigged in your favor. And during your day, whenever you remember, repeat those affirmations to yourself. And you don't have to do it out loud. If you're around other people and you can't say those affirmations out loud, just confidently say them in your own mind. Say them inside of your head with your inner voice, confidently, as if they are true. and feel how good that feels. Doesn't it feel good to know that reality is rigged in your favor? It's not a matter of chance or random luck. You're lucky because reality is rigged in your favor. It was literally constructed to favor you, to give you what you want. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't that bring you relief? So whenever you remember during your day, maybe when you're bored, maybe when you're waiting in line at the grocery store, tell yourself, I'm the luckiest person ever. Reality is rigged in my favor. Everything always works out for me. Everything is always happening for me. The more you say this and the more you think this, the faster it will get planted into your subconscious mind, and it will begin to manifest your reality automatically as a reality where you are very lucky, where you keep experiencing good things. Step number 2. Throughout the day, whenever something good happens to you, whenever you experience a positive synchronicity, whenever you experience good luck, I want you to pause and acknowledge it and tell yourself, oh my God, I'm the luckiest person in the world. And actually feel how that feels. I'm the luckiest person in the world. Like, oh my God, somebody paid for my coffee. I'm the luckiest person in the world. Oh my God, I thought I was going to miss the bus, but it turns out the bus was late, so I didn't miss it after all. I'm the luckiest person in the world. Oh my God, the thing that I wanted to buy, turns out it's on sale today. I'm the luckiest person in the world. The more you say this, the more the lucky girl syndrome is going to be activated in your reality. Step number 3. During the day, whenever something seemingly bad happens, like a negative coincidence, like a streak of bad luck, I don't want you to focus on how you're not a lucky person or how this situation is bad. I want you to remain as neutral as possible towards the thing that happened, and here's what I want you to tell yourself. Ready for it? Tell yourself, things always work out in my favor in the end. I'm so excited to see how this is going to prove to be in my favor after all. By saying this, by affirming this, instead of being drawn into the drama and trauma of the negative event, you ensure that this event will actually play a positive role in your life. And if you think about it, many things that happen to us, we don't actually know if they're positive or negative. Sometimes things that originally seem positive turn out to be bad for us, and things that seemed very, very negative immediately led to something that was 1,000,000 times better for us, 1,000,000 times more enjoyable. Like, for example, you go to a job interview and you're not hired and you feel crushed, and then a week later you get hired for some job that you never even considered originally, that pays you 3 times the money, and it has a much better work environment and better hours and vacation time. So just because something looks negative at this very moment, that doesn't mean that it's bad for you. And if you want to activate the lucky girl syndrome and have those apparently bad things turn into amazing things for you, all you need to do is remind yourself that everything always works out for me. Everything always works out in my favor. Reality is rigged in my favor. So this can't actually be negative, you know? I'm the luckiest person alive. How can this be negative? This is positive, I'm just not seeing how yet. But I'm so excited to see how this develops into the amazing positive thing that I know it is, because everything in my life always works out in my favor. This event, this thing that happened, is no exception. Step number 4. From this moment onwards, I want you to never, ever talk negatively about yourself, either out loud or, more importantly, inside your own head. I don't want you to talk negatively about yourself in any way, including small ways. You see, if you sit and notice what goes through your mind all day, you will probably notice that you're not very kind to yourself. Like, you're on the way to work and you stumble and you spill your coffee and you end up with a stain on your pants. And what do? You start thinking, oh, stupid me, I ended up with a stain on my pants. I cannot go a week without spilling coffee on myself. Well, is this kind to yourself? And more importantly, is this the kind of reality that you want to manifest? If it isn't, then stop talking to yourself like that. You wouldn't be talking to somebody you love like that. You wouldn't be saying all those things to your sister or your best friend. You would be like, okay, this happens to everybody. It's no big deal. It's okay. You don't have to feel sad about it. You can always change clothes. You can always buy another coffee. That doesn't mean anything about you as a person and about what you can accomplish and your self-worth. But we do think that it means all those things about ourselves. We're not kind to ourselves. And if you're not kind to yourself, this is probably why some desires that you have are not manifested already. If you have desires that take a long time, and if you feel that you keep getting up to a point with your desires and then everything collapses and you never get to the end result, it's probably because deep down you don't believe that you can have that thing. But guess what? This is your reality. You can just choose that you get to have the thing without having to prove anything to anybody. You just get to have the thing because reality is rigged in your favor. But in order to fully get the benefit of the lucky girl syndrome, you need to stop all the ways you sabotage yourself by not being kind to yourself, especially in your own mind. So from now on, there's no berating yourself for any mistakes you make. Because remember step 3, it doesn't matter what happens, things always work out in your favor. What if that stain from the coffee you spilled turns out to be the best thing that happened to you today? Because somehow, in some crazy and miraculous way, it plays into something that gets you to a huge desire of yours. If you decide that it's a negative thing and that you are stupid or foolish or whatever for spilling coffee on yourself, for example, this is exactly the part that it is going to play in your reality. It's going to be a negative event that proves that you are a person who doesn't do good things. You keep messing up because you decided so. But if you decide that, hey, that's okay, I'm perfectly amazing even if I spill coffee, and you know what? I spilled coffee on myself, but I know that things always work out for me in the end. So I'm so excited to see how spilling coffee on myself this morning actually turns out to be a super good thing for me. So excited to discover it because that's what always happens. No matter what happens to me, it always turns out to be to my benefit. So I'm not sad about it. I'm not mad at myself about it. I don't feel that I keep messing up or anything like that. I'm an amazing person. I'm the luckiest person I know. Reality is rigged in my favor, and I can't wait to see how this event is actually going to turn to my benefit, because they always do. Start using those 4 steps today, and you will not believe the amazing transformation that will start happening in your life immediately. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.